While healthcare workers are still on the front lines helping others, even after losing their own homes in the wildfires. Dr. Raynald Samoa's Altadena home was destroyed in the Eaton Fire, and he continues seeing patients at City of Hope. He's one of the many first responders working while experiencing loss himself. Dr. Samoa, thank you so much for being with us this morning.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, we are happy that you were able to escape those flames, yourself, several animals as well. Take us through what you went through and how you're doing now.
It came pretty quick. I think I got home from work, and initially I was told that the fire was only in Eden Canyon, and had not quite spread to residents yet. But that quickly changed over a period of 3 hours. And so we made the decision to evacuate, but it wasn't, I think we were in the car when we got the text alert to evacuate. And so after that, we have quite a decent sized family. We have two adult children, my husband, two dogs, a cat, and a bunny. So we were lucky enough to have friends who housed us, but we didn't want to overburden anyone, so we had to split up. So our family went to two different homes to sort of evacuate at the time. And
Wow.
then I think Wednesday morning was when we found out that our house had burned.
Oh, well, I'm just so sorry. We're hearing so many of these stories of loss, but I can't believe you're continuing to work at the cancer hospital in Duarte. I'm wondering, is it making it easier for you to go to work because you have something to, go
Right.
through and routine, or is it hard?
Both,
Yeah,
both. I think uh, the immediate thing you want to do after a crisis is what can I do?
right.
And so I know I'd rather mourn the loss of a house than the loss of a loved one. So I know that there are people counting on me to help not lose their loved ones, and so that gave me kind of the mindset of going back to work. But through anything traumatic, you also have to know where your limits are and where your supports are. And I've been incredibly fortunate that I have a very strong support at work, at the City of Hope. I was lucky enough to, they were providing housing for a lot of the employees who were evacuated. They also were able to sort of provide essentials, toiletries, water, some food and clothing. And even now, they're providing scrubs, which I'm in need for because I've been wearing the same two pairs of scrubs for the past week. But I haven't had time to run over and grab some. So I'm in gym wear, if you will, seeing patients.
Oh, it just shows your dedication. And I love that you spoke about that mindset that, people's lives are the most important here. And of course, some people did lose their lives, unfortunately, in the wildfires, but you're still fighting to make sure that people are healthy and staying alive after all that you've been through. It's really admirable.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. We don't do it for the admiration. We do it, because if we were in that situation, that's what we want someone to do for us. I when they told me that we'd have to take pictures of the house, I don't think I was ready.
Yeah.
But I knew I had to do it. So luckily, I was surrounded by strong support, and I had friends who told me, "You're not driving, and you're not going by yourself, because even though you think you have all your faculties, you don't,
No.
Right.
and so you need to be surrounded by that strong support system when you go through this." So when I went to the house, it's kind of like seeing a loved one when they passed. You need that closure. And so when I was able to sort of see, where a lot of our memories lie over the past, 12 years, I saw, ash, cement, wood that was charred. And I had to remember that it's just an object. It's something that can be replaced. But it also reminded me that my community, the Altadena community, is more than just walls. It's more than just foundations. You know, it's a kind and loving community that has fostered this environment of acceptance and affection. And it's one that I can tell even this, so many weeks after the fire, that they're going to fight to keep it,
Yeah.
And so I see these efforts. There's been distribution centers, not just set up by county, but also by private individuals, businesses, all trying to help Altadenas get back on their feet. It's going to be an incredible struggle to sort of regain what we've had, but the foundation for that to happen is there.
And I think that's really important. I think you said a couple things there. You know, two things can be true at the same time. You can know that these things are replaceable. You can also be really sad that the community is now forever changed. You know, I think about my own neighborhood and the neighbors who I love, that if they didn't stay in the community, how much different life would be. You know, the churches, the schools, all those types of things. You said other colleagues are impacted. I just find it so remarkable that you're all able to still continue to go do a very hard job every day.
Yeah, I think, I was asked this a couple years ago and said, what would happen if you won the lottery? I would still show up at work.
Wow.
I would still, because
We need more
I
people
think
like you.
I don't know. My teenage daughter would probably beg to differ, um, but it comes to tell you, like, once you find a community, once you find that place where, you can pursue the typical things in life, such as peace, happiness, and joy. You fight for it, and I think all the efforts that we put forth are doing that. My husband is the vice chair for the Altadena Town Council, Nick Arns, and the chair of the Town Council is Victoria Knapp. We have a town council. We don't have a mayor because Altadena is unincorporated.
Sure.
And so one of the struggles that the community is having is making sure that funds go to Altadena and are helping the Altadena residents try to recover from this. And so the town council has a website, a recovery website, and they're requesting that any donations be made to the Altadena Rotary. They are the partners to try to make sure that these funds go to the town that's been most impacted in this area.
Well, we wish you just nothing but the best of luck, and thank you as you move forward, and thank you for all you're doing for so many yourself. We really appreciate you being with us this morning.
Yeah, I'm wishing you the best
Thank you.
moving forward. Thank you, Dr.
Thank you
Samoa.
so much. Thank you.